Hello. Okay, so if you have any questions, just comment and I'll read them. And you can see or just text me. But anyways, so to start it off, you want a couple classes, and I'm actually just going to build a new one. So completely blank class, nothing's added to anything, just regular guns. It really just depends on what gun you're good at. At first, like when you first start playing, you're only going to have the M4 unlocked, and then maybe the TAC 56. But I'll just build one off of what you'll have. And it really just depends on your style of game play. So like me, depending on my class, like if I was to go to my actual classes, I have different classes. Like I have some that are set up for more of like a mid-distance, long-range type fighting. When I know it's a big map, or like on a small map, I have a very powerful, fast-shooting gun. So I'll build two kind of base classes. So 6 and 7 are going to be my build classes that I'm doing on this. So basically, you have a primary and a secondary. This is your primary, this is your secondary. I always will recommend running an overkill perk, which is that first perk you see on base perks. You see the overkill. That one gives you, because if you don't have, okay, so always run overkill. If you don't run overkill, then your secondaries, you only have 3 classes for secondaries. You know, rocket launchers, pistols. You don't really want to use pistols because unless you're just really good with them. I always run Deadeye because it gives you fast hands. So you have overkill, which is carry 2 primary weapons. So basically you can carry 2 machine guns. Strong arm lets you throw grenades or equipment farther. So I can throw a grenade, instead of throwing it like 10 yards in front of me, I can throw it like 20 or 30 depending on my angle. Fast hands, oh, so you can reload, use equipment, and swap weapons faster. It gives you a faster, movement, so you can actually switch to that gun really fast. And so you don't really get caught up in the switch and it takes forever, it just sucks. And then high alert, that just gives you an orange thing on whatever side they're looking at you from. That tells you, hey, they're right there. And so you can use that orange and turn that direction and try to find that person. Not everybody has to run Deadeye or High Alert because some people just don't like it. But I like using it. So you have your primary and your secondary. The primary gun is what you really want to mainly focus on, building wise. And then your secondary, depending on how you play it, is what you want to focus on too. So I'll build one where I focus on both of them, and then the next one I'll focus on building both guns to be equally as good. So just one will be faster. I'll just kind of So I'll just build one with the M4. So when you get the M4, you automatically get Dragonfly. I'm pretty sure, because I'm pretty sure I got, or you'll unlock it. But you'll want a preset build, because if you look at where it says M4 platform under the Dragonfly, and it shows you like damage, fire rate, range, accuracy, recoil, control, mobility, and handling, you want to try to get those bars as far up as you can, if you can. So like I'll just pick Dragonfly. Me personally, I do not like running scopes. You can if you want, but I do not like it. So now you have this setup. So now you have, your grips already on there. When you pick this stuff, I don't want to pick one that's going to make everything go down. Like this makes everything go down, but a couple bars go up. you want to pick a barrel or something, or an attachment that makes everything less red. So like this one takes away from my damage and stuff. I don't want that. I want Tempest Trench Pro, which you won't have at first, because you have to unlock these things as you go. But this is for just showing you how to build it. So, actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna use the dragonfly. We'll just keep it as that. So, keep it default. Okay, so it's just a bare naked gun. What I would do is I would find, you know, the barrel that would do the best in performance. So this one increases your damage and your range. That doesn't particularly matter that much. This one kind of keeps everything even, but also takes away, but it improves your mobility. Mobility is important. You want movement as fast as you can to be able to kill people faster. So like this one improves my mobility and handling, aim down sight speed. You want also, that's ADS. You want that to be quick so you can turn and aim really fast. So we're gonna pick that one. And then your stock, which is what I would do. You try to find the one that helps you the most. Like the buffer tube makes, you know, your mobility and your handling go up a ton, but look at your accuracy and recoil control. Mobility and handling is not going to matter if your accuracy and recoil control is down like that. You kind of want to, you want this to be a balanced gun. So like that one gives me some mobility, and it doesn't really take away from recoil control, but your mobility's up. It's not a lot, but it's a good bit. This one takes away from accuracy, but it also gains your mobility a little bit more. This one takes away from recoil and you know, it just depends on really what you find to be better. I'm going to use the Ravage 8. And then for an underbarrel, this is a grip, so this helps you too. You kind of want to just find the one that kind of does the most, because, you know, most grips, all they do is accuracy. And you can see there's a ton of them. Like this one helps with accuracy and recoil control, but takes away and stuff like that. You know, you can just keep looking through. Not really a lot of changes for you. I would stick to the ones that are down here. Like I'm gonna end up, like I'm gonna pick probably pick the Gravedigger. And then now you kind of have your gun based a solid bit. Now the rear grip, I just try to get this thing as controllable and as handleable as I can. So that way when I'm shooting it, it's not flying around, I can't hit shots, stuff like that. You want it to be as controllable as possible. So this one decreases your handling a tad, but it's not a ton, but it increases your accuracy a ton. And this one takes away, you know, so like I said, try to keep it in the green as much as possible. Like this one doesn't really take much. That one doesn't take any at all, if at any. So I'd probably go ahead and go with the D15. So now you have 4 of your 5 slots left. So after this, you can put a muzzle on it, which I never do because it doesn't really matter that much. Me personally, I would put a different ammunition in it for damage. So like overpressured, you have more damage now. And then, you know, you can make it pretty and stuff like that, and camos and stuff when you unlock them, because you unlock everything as you go. So for my secondary, I think I'm going to do a smaller, fast... No, actually, no. I was going to do a... Actually, yeah, I'll do this. So, make sure... Okay, so with your secondary, you want it. It's all these. The SMG class is the faster shooting guns. They shoot a lot quicker. That's why when you look at fire rate, all of these are so high, because these guns shoot wicked fast. The best ones I've found that are good when you can build them is the Vel 46, the FSS Hurricane, and this one's my favorite, the Fennec. So I'm going to pick the Fennec because it shoots fast and it gets a lot of damage. So, you know, I'm going to put a bigger drum on it because it takes more ammo. For my underbarrel, I'm going to put a Tiger Grip because it increases my accuracy. With how fast this thing shoots, it's going to try to fly up and shoot really high. You want it to shoot as straight as possible with no recoil, which is just it trying to go away from you. So you want this thing to be as accurate as possible. And then for a barrel, you want, whenever you unlock it, you want this one. You see that it takes your handling and mobility and stuff away, but your damage and range are 10 times better. And then you want this one, this suppressor, which is the first one. That increases your damage and range, but only takes a little bit away from your handling. And then on these, you can either A, run a sight, or you can do the candid laser, which lets you aim from the laser. And then after you've built, I mean, you've had it built, you know, you can switch the laser over to a grip or whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. But if you switch, you know, you can, it just, however you want to build it. What just happened? Why did it do that? I think we're just going to do a free-for-all. I'm just going to try to show you movement now. So, I have my classes built. You see I have them built. Great, grand, wonderful. This is another class that I have built really good because it's the Chimera. It's really hard. Like, it shoots really hard and it's pretty quick. The Fennec's also pretty quick, but I'm going to use the class that, I'm going to use this one. So, we'll go to a map, and I'll pause when I need to show you what would I do in this situation, certain things. So we'll do shoot house. We'll do 45 minutes. I'm not going to play this whole thing. I'm just trying to show you movement stuff. And then we'll do 1,000 points because it's just to teach. So I'm moving on to movement. So before we start with bots, I'm just going to go in and show you kind of areas where you kind of need to be if somebody's attacking. Okay, so nobody's playing against me. I'm by myself. This is just to show you movements and stuff. So, like I said, your left trigger is your aim. And then your right. The reason mine moves so fast is because my sensitivity's up a lot. So, like I said, nobody's in here. But this is what ADS is. Aim down sight speed. That means whenever I hit that left trigger, look how fast my gun goes. See, just bam, it's in your face. Or this one's going to be a little slower. See how much slower it is, even though it's a smaller gun. There's more attachments on it. I have a heavier drum, a longer barrel. On this one, it's not as heavy. There's a regular mag. It's as light as possible. This one shoots a lot harder than this one does. This one just shoots really fast. I'll show you just. So the fire rate or the fire rate is different. So okay, so it's more like da 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 da. This one shoots a lot faster. It might not sound like it, but it does. See, like, that one only shot about 6 shots, while the other one shot like 8. So I don't know, let's put 45 in it. Okay, so I shot 5 right there. That one didn't shoot as many. It shot 4. So just this one shoots a lot faster, but a lighter caliber bullet. It's a smaller bullet. This one shoots a bigger bullet, and it shoots harder. So whenever if I tell you, like, hey, this gun shoots really hard, use this for your certain class, that's because it's better to kill. And this one I can stand right here and kill somebody over there, while this one I can't really do that because it doesn't shoot as far. Which, in a second, I'll show you that stuff. But movement-wise, you just constantly want to be, you know, kind of just looking, making sure your corners are cleared. So when I come around here, I don't just want to keep running through without looking, and then all of a sudden meeting a guy that's shooting me from here. When you come from here, you know,
Fast hands activated.
You want to make sure that when you come through, you know, you kind of take a glimpse, and then you kind of just look, and then find your best angle. So if there's a guy, I'm gonna put this cover up, right, we'll say right here. So that is our simulation of a guy right there. That's the cover is our guy. So say you're coming through here, okay, you're running through and you can't see him. When you come around this blind spot, there's easy places for people to hide. Like, there's this many spots. So when you come around this blind spot, he sees you here. You won't see him as well, but he will see you. So he sees you here. He's already got you. He shot you. Another position where they can get you from is right here. He can be sitting here watching this corner or watching you. He could have watched you run from all the way over here. Another position is here. He can get you from here. Or where our cover is, he can get you from here. He can't see you as well right here. And he has about half this building right here to see you too. So there will always be points where they can see you. And you want to try to make sure those points aren't as clear to them. So like right here, he can see you here. And if he comes out, he can see you here. Or you have this guy that'll sit in the corner. We call these campers because they don't move. They just stay and shoot you in one spot and don't play. He can get you from here, and now he knows you're behind this. Your goal, really, is to not be, you know, predictable. So if I run here, and that guy in that corner sees me run here, he thinks I'm coming out right here. And he's got you, because he's already going to be sitting here going, alright, I seen you run through there, so you had to be coming here. What I would do, personally, if I had enough time, because, you know, somebody can be shooting you from back here, I would run here, make him think, and then pop back up, kill him. So, we'll put this as a point, another point here. My other cover should still be down there. Okay, it is.
High alert.
Okay, so you're running through here, coming through, and he sees you, okay? He's shooting at you. Don't come over here and try to shoot him, because he's going to know you're coming. So he's already pointed at you, he's already shot you. What you kind of want to do is you just want to run through. Every time you come through an opening, go, flick. Just flick it. Just here. You don't have to go. And then here. Just make sure that when you come through here, you can see and then go back. That's why this slide is handy, is because you can see and then look and then keep going. So I seen that cover, so I ran back behind here. He thinks I'm coming here. Instead, I'm going to come back and kill him. From this position, he can't necessarily see you from here, but he can. You can slide through and he'll never notice you. It's when you're here that he's going to see you. If he sees you right here and sees, he is going to lock onto you because he doesn't have to move. He has more cover than you. You are on his opposite side, so the moment you flinch there, he can see you. Now, if he came out like this and was hanging here, he's going to expose more of his body out. So what you do on a guy in that movement is if you come through here, you have two options. He can see you now, okay? He can see you. He's either going to shoot you right here, or he's going to flick over here. The dumbest thing to do is to start doing this. Is to run towards him. The closer you get, the harder and more damage the bullets are going to do. So he can't see you here. Okay, he can kind of see you, but not really. If you know for a fact when you come across that corner and he's shooting at you, you can hug this wall. This guy's already dead because you shot him. Now he thinks you either went back or you're behind this wall right here. You can come out and hit him fast. Oh, my cover's gone from over here. We're gonna blow over. I just fell over. This jank, nasty shit. So, this point, the whole point of being quick and moving fast and not having heavy ass guns on you and stuff like that, and being able to aim quick is, if I was running through here, I would be checking here. If I was going up, if I'm coming up here and I know I'm going, I wouldn't be looking at that point the whole time. I would run back, say, you know, we just spawned out of this spawn behind that box, and I'm going this way. I would check my lefts, and I would look through here to make sure, and then I would come up here and run through. I would not keep my eyes up on top of that staircase, because guess what? If you keep looking where you're going, you're going to get shot, and you're going to die. There's no winning. Always be aware. If you think somebody's to your left, you check your left. If you come through here, you check your left. You can come through, check your rights, keep watching. You don't always have to aim. You can just look, and if you think somebody's there, then you can pop them. Just always be aware where you're going, where is it at, what you're doing. Your corners, like I could run through here and be completely oblivious to the guy that's standing right here, or to the guy that's sitting right here, because he's on the wall. You can't see him coming around that corner. He'll kill you immediately. If I put a barrier here. Checking your corners. If I come through and I do this, you're not going to see him. He's going to kill you. He's going to shoot you. It's in a dark spot, shadowed. Most of these skins are darker color. Like most of these, like your characters are mostly going to have camo or something. That was a bird. But most of your camos and stuff are going to be darker. The operators are going to have camouflage or stuff. Like me, I have, you know, I always have bright colored stuff, like the guns and stuff. But when I come around this corner and I, you know, do a quick flick of it and keep running, you're dead, because look how much space and how close you are to him. If I run through here and I think, you know, there could be somebody right there, you can slide in, look, and aim, and then keep running. On blind corners like that, when you're coming across the wall, I kind of suggest you kind of just check and then keep running. If you know nobody's there, you check, then keep going. Check, then run. Or check, then run. It's more of like a preference the way you play. Like I play more of a, there's kind of categories. So you have like a rush, you have a spotter, a sniper, heavy machine gun, you know, you have your gunners, support, stuff like that. I play more of like a rush slash, you know, recon style. So I'll run through here and I'll rush you, and if I know you're back here and I know you're still here, I'll find the fastest way to get to you, and I'll you know, take you out. But if you don't see me and I know you're up there, I'm going to do whatever I can for you not to notice me, and I'll come through. Like, I'm not gonna, if there's a guy standing on the other side of the door, I'm not gonna go bust through. If I know, but you'll get this a lot, and this is another thing, always watch your windows, because there will be guys just sit here the whole time watching this alley. And the moment you come around, dead. Oh, you're behind this crate. You're running behind this crate. Guess what? Dead. Oh, you come up here. Dead. But you can't see him. That's how the cover's so good. So if there's a guy in here, now if I don't know anybody's in here, I would bust through and hold my trigger down and watch. You're not always going to be able to beat them to it. If I come around this corner and he's here, I can aim, shoot. You can always shoot while you're aiming, so you know, you don't have to wait till you're aimed and then, you know, you don't have to do that. But if I'm coming around this corner, which that's perfect, there's a guy there. I'm coming around this corner, I'm aiming. He's done. I've hit him. If I come around here, oh, there he is. He's done. Okay, now we're on it. Now we're on it. Whenever you're shooting at somebody, if you can help it, shoot this way. Don't shoot down. How much gap you have between his legs, because most of these, when you're running, you kind of have a bigger gap, and you can't, the legs don't hurt as bad as the head, chest, and kind of mid-region. So anything above this line, try to shoot towards. So if I come running through this door, and I see his feet, I'm not going to go. When you come through, and you see him, keep your mid, you know, just bam, bam. So I'm gonna go. So it's kind of an explanation.
Mission is complete. Good work.
So basically, overall, watch your corners. Always be aware. If you hear footsteps, react to them. Don't just let the footsteps roll, because people, it doesn't make any sense to me, because I'll be playing with a buddy or two and they'll hear footsteps and be like, oh, I heard his footsteps. Yeah, you probably did hear his footsteps, so shoot at him. You know where he's at. But, you know, so I'll use the class we just built to kind of show you damage differences. So this is a firing range. You can test your guns and stuff. So we're going to test this one first. So to count how many shots it takes, I'm aiming to his chest. How many shots it take to kill him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It took 5 shots to kill him from that far with this gun. Now let's use this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It takes 7 shots to kill him from this far. Now let's do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 shots to kill him from here. With the assault rifle. The SMG. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is where the SMGs come in. See where that 10 is? That's probably about 10 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's midsection. 4 shots again for the M4. but it shoots so fast. It shoots so fast that you can kind of take them out quicker. But here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shots. Now they're equal. The SMGs are going to be better at a closer range unless you build them to shoot farther. But this is why the Phoenix is so good, and why you can probably kill people more with this, because you can shoot a lot faster. See, so if I let this one pop up, it's just, he's done. This one, that was a headshot sound, by the way. When your guns shoot, this is what recoil is. So I'm aiming here. Watch where I end up. That right there is recoil. That is where your gun will shoot. So if I do it again. So we'll do it 3 times. See, so it's different every time. Here it went to the right a tad, and then shot to the left, stayed, and then went up. This one went swerve to your right, to your left, back to your right, and straight up. This one, to your right, left, like this. Your Fennec, your fast shooting gun. Do 3 of these. Okay. So you can see this one went up and kind of just shook around. This one just went straight up and shook around. This one kind of turns. So that's your recoil patterns. So you know that this is going to shoot up. So either there's 2 ways to take care of that. Either A, when you shoot, you kind of push it so it stays as straight as you can, or you aim to where you know it's going to run up. So if I aim straight for his head, and I'm not directly where I need to be, or if I'm moving, see, I had to let the trigger off. You can aim maybe right at his chest, and he's done. Or, if you want to control your recoil, you can aim at his head, just pull your stick a little bit. See, if you pull the stick down a little bit, it'll keep you from shooting so wonky. So you can kind of keep your groupings better if you can react to if you can react to the recoil. But if you know that this gun is going to shoot straight up, then you can either aim where you know it's going to run to his head, or stay on his body, or you can control that recoil. It doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you just shoot, kill. So let's pick another class to show you another, like this one. This is my Chimera class. This one shoots a little quicker than that last one. Shoots a lot harder too. So like 3 shots instead of the 4 of the M4. 4 on that one. That was like 4. So it's 3. Okay, so you know it's going to be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, wait, 1, 2. So it's 4 on the far ones and 3 on the close one. that M4 was shooting like 5, 5, 4. So now you know it's 3, 4, 4, depending on your range. So if you just, you can be pretty comfortable shooting that far if you use a scope or something. And optics or scopes, it's pretty easy to, if you have a scope on your weapon, like this hostile takeover has this. This one's a lot harder, so it shoots a lot harder because it shoots all the way around. It shoots a lot slower. Here's your other marksman. So your snipers and marksman rifles, you probably won't use that much. You'll mainly be using SMGs, LMGs, shotguns, or assault rifles, which are ARs. So if I ever say use your ARs or assault rifles, which is like my primary in this class is the M4. It's my, primary, my AR and my submachine gun. My SMG. Then this one has a marksman rifle and a pistol in it. And you have your pistol right here. I'm kind of curious to see how many shots it takes to kill him from here. That was a 2-shot. I'm gonna try to hit him a headshot. Maybe right here. Watch this. That was cool. But yeah. It just depends on how you play, your play style to build your classes. Like here's a sniper rifle just to show you. You have a really far scope with this. Like I said, it just depends on how you play it. You can play quick, you can play slow. So when you build your classes, you want to build something that's going to relate to your play style. Like I'm not going to build a super fast shooting class. Like I'm not going to build this where it's fast and shoots hard if I know that it's a big map and I need to... I wouldn't build a fast shooting, hard shooting class for a big map when you want the slower shooting guns for range. So like this, I wouldn't pick for something like the Embassy. Well, I would pick it for like Embassy because it's close. So your close quarters stuff, you want fast shooting, hard shooting. If you can find a gun that's not fast but shoots really hard and puts people out in 2 shots, then that's fine. But you want to use on a closer quarters map like a shipment. You want to use like freaky fast guns. But like on Farm 18 or Shoot House, like I was just on, you want to use something kind of mid to that. I'd use this, or I'd use that. I would use this for, we screw around and play snipers only sometimes, but like I'd use this if I would use this on Shoot House because I have my fast shooting gun and I have my far and really hard shooting gun. I would use probably this on Shoot House too because it's a hard shooting gun and fast shooting. But I could use this on, Farm 18, anything else. But if you're going to like Turok, then this one's probably your best bet. because you have a fast, long shooting gun and you have a really powerful gun, stuff like that. So basically that's it that I can kind of teach you on here. There's not much more until you play it and figure out your style. So when you figure out your play style, then it's going to be a lot easier for you instead of listening to somebody or watching somebody play it. For movement, just watch your corners. Make sure you're always aware of where everybody's at, or try to be. And if you hear footsteps and you know it's not your teammates, look. Make sure nobody's around you. Like that. Building a class will come with your play style. If you're a fast player, then you want to use something that's powerful and shoots fast. If you're a slower player and you like to kind of hang back a little bit, maybe use something that shoots hard from a distance so you can, kind of stay away from the fight. Or if you're just, picking random guns to try, you find the ones you know you can shoot the best, and then you stick with it, and then you can upgrade it and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's basically it. There's not really much to it. But I was gonna play tonight, but actually pretty fucking tired. But so that will be it. Hope that was pretty good explained. But yep. If you have any questions, just comment them or just text me if you know. But yep.